Hello YouTube, Diggum here, back with the start of a new server showcase series. In this series I will be wandering around the server, not so aimlessly, and showing some of our residents' properties. And yes, but today with episode 1 we will be starting with our server spawn, as you can see now. Well, you may not know, so that's not really fair, but let me just switch my view back to something a bit more easier to get around with. Get my jetpack on, very important. And yeah, this is our server spawn. This is the actual spawn point where players come in. Designed by yours truly, Diggum. Not brilliantly pretty, but it serves a function. I cannot remember what my inspiration came from. It was just a hole in the ground. We're going to go west first, I believe. Yep, map shows this is west. And this is our temple of portalness, or portal temple, probably a better name for it. Only got 2 portals at the moment, one to the nether and one to the mining world. Haven't decided what we're going to put in the other 2 yet. I refuse to do one to the end, even though we've been to the end if you've seen our earlier episodes. That's because you can get there via the train station, and I want to encourage people to use the railway network because it is fun. I think it's fun. So yeah, we're not sure. We don't have Twilight Forest or anything like that, so we're still undecided as to what else we're going to put here. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a quick snack. That's about it for the west. The spawn is by no means complete, but it is interesting and nice. Still have a post office to build. Yeah, and we're over further west. We're going to put a harbour just there because we have our community ships on the server, and we like our boats as well as our trains. So I just thought a harbour would be fitting. Not sure about the rest of the space over here. Sort of have quite a lot of buildings on spawn, which you'll see, and yeah, we're not entirely sure. It is getting night, but don't worry, spawn is relatively safe, and I've always got my sword. So probably should have started here actually. Craftnoid Noob Center. This is our introduction center for a bit of rules. Now I can't show you what's to the right because that has passwords on it, but it looks just like that, but has a different monitor on it. There are server rules. Don't build near spawn, don't take what doesn't belong to you, don't destroy other players' properties, and I can't read very fast. Minor rules, don't exploit exploits, and 1 quarry per person. So yes, and then tiny little survival guide. I was going to do more to this, but I haven't really thought what to put on here, because we normally converse through TeamSpeak most of the time, so yeah, I'm not really sure what else would be helpful other than what's there. Flint tools are king. It's because we have GregTech, and GregTech makes things harder. So there we go, there are other rules. Don't build too close to other players, and don't misuse chunk loading. Pretty standard rules. I've been using these rules for, got a quick glimpse. I might have to do a bit of blurring there. So yeah, that's about it for the introduction center. Quite a nice building, again made by myself. I did a lot of the buildings, but I did have help. I had help from Boggy, Tandar, Black, Fast Black, K was even here. Yeah, they all helped with spawn. So we'll begin with this, continue with this building. This is our railway station. Once again, still some work to do. This was built by myself, Tandar and Boggy in conjunction. We did grab it off an image off YouTube somewhere. I can't remember, it's quite a while ago now what the image was. It might have been a train station. It probably would have made sense for a train station. This is our lockers. I only built this today, so it's only got my locker, and I haven't put anything in it yet. It was a suggestion by Tandar that players might have a place to keep belongings here. I think his intent was to have Archimedes ships just in case they die and end up here, because we're quite far away from spawn. With our home builds, it would just be an easier way to get back. Names, I'm sure if you've watched any of our episodes before, you'll recognise. There's Kay, Boggy, Gizby, John, Black, Popple, Selb, and Tech is actually a new member. There are many names missing off that, but they haven't actually come on the server yet. Some of our members are playing Unleashed at the moment, and some of them are not even playing Minecraft, which is sacrilege for Craftnoids. Now there we go. No Craftnoids server is complete without Bucknoids. Bucknoids are moving in. This is staffed, but yeah, there we go. We can see them back there. They're very lazy. They seem to spend most of their time discussing in the back room. Hey guys, they're actually quite good villagers. Oh, and they're gone again for another natter in the back rooms. Terrible employees. You know, I don't know where Bucknoids got them from. I'm going to assume they're girls, because they give you, if you give them your meat, they'll give you a jewel. It's a bit of an adult joke. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, because Bucknoids is fully automated. It doesn't matter how lazy the employees are. We've got Tradermatics here. Now you see the admin panel, because I obviously placed them. Not many trades, because once again Bucknoids was built earlier today, but it's looking quite nice. It probably needs some tarting up, or some bogification as we call it on the server, but I am going to get myself a coffee, cha-ching, which is yummy, and yeah, let's have that. Coffee's from IC2, and any server where we have IC2 and we can have coffee, we also have a Bucknoids, and the plan is to put Bucknoids everywhere. I put in a little empty mug thing for people that want to be kind to recycle, because mugs are damn expensive nowadays. Relatively, I mean, 5 stone for a mug, I mean, Christ. We also have hot chocolate on sale. Probably actually need some signs at the top to actually say what each of those are. Hot chocolate comes from a different mod. It's from a mod called Useful Foods, which is really nice. It's one of my top mods at the moment, because it gives you lots of options for foods, which I'll probably cover in a mod spotlight at another date. But yeah, this is the upper level of the train station, and this is, I'll show you the lower level, our platforms. Still work going on the train line. We've got a groovy kind of passageway. So although it's a train station, it's more of an underground station, or metro station. That's about it. Work has begun on the tunnels. I think the northern line is the last line that is being made. The southern line is largely complete. It is leads off the southern bastard line, sorry, that was me. This leads off to Tandar's place and the end portal, and Kay can also get to his house through this line. We haven't set up the trains yet, so I'm quite safe sitting here, although I believe this was Tandar playing with powered rails, and then this is me. I added this bit of track so I could ride the train from the eastern line, which you can see over there, all the way to the end portal, because I needed to go to the end portal the other day. But I was too lazy, well, not too lazy to pick up my train, I didn't want to lose the water. So instead I built a little diversion, and even then it didn't quite work, because it sent me off down towards the north. We're not going to go look down the lines. We'll have a quick peek. You can see they're very messy. They haven't been prettified yet. Lots of holes from removing the ores. I quite enjoy doing the lines because I get lots of materials for my build at the same time. So yeah, that's our platform. We do plan in putting some trains in here using the ticket system that Covert Jaguar does. It's a bit of a diamond in the rough. Yeah, so a lot of work to do here, but it will come. It will come. So let's go back up and see what else are Spawn sports. This is the back of the train station. Absolutely nothing here. Pretty boring. Do plan on there is a plan to build more on the spawn, but I have no idea. We kind of have enough. Train station was key. Although I say train station key, the next building was the real key building. Now this is my favourite, made by myself once again, and it's very popular with the testificates, because we do have testificates here on the server, and that is Ye Olde Pub, the Big Head. Unfortunately, there is no alcohol in here at the moment yet. Sorry, I should leave the door open. Yes, I've discovered wine, although I haven't brewed any yet, and no one has found any hops yet, and we haven't done any IC2 breeding, so no one has hops yet from IC2 either. We have a mod called the Booze mod, which is where we normally get our alcohol from on the server, but unfortunately haven't got that far yet. It does need some renovation, this building. If we come around the back, they see there is a top level and there's no access to the top level at the moment, so I plan on knocking this wall through slightly. We're missing a support beam. Symmetry, oh no. Sorry, we're going to knock this back wall through and put a staircase in, and then I'm probably also going to have a little brewery attached to the back. Still need to make the pub garden. That will be completed at some stage. I will come back to the spawn when we've done more work so you can see how it progressed. And the other thing of note, as you may have noticed, it is hugely popular with our testificates. We have built them a village, which I'll show you in a little bit, but they just spend all their time in the pub. They're absolute nightmares, really. They've got a whole village over there, but they just want to be in the pub, and yeah, who could blame them, really? You know, if I could, I guess I'd spend all my time in a pub, but that's not really a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, that's our pub. Now over here, we'll go across the street. We'll kind of zigzag through it. We have Craftnoids Network Rail HQ. This is going to be a support building for what goes on with the train line. So as I said, it's going to be automated, but it's going to need fuel and water to refuel the trains. As you can see, we have water, but we haven't sorted out the coke ovens and cold coke and tree farm yet. If we're going to use a tree farm, I might do like a cactus farm and make cold coke that way, which could be pretty cool. But as I said, we haven't done that. We have done the water. Yeah, the reason production has kind of stopped is we did this the first week when we arrived on the server in creative, and then I said, you know, right, you know, that's it, I want the rest of it done in survival. So as we are building up our resources so we can do more work here, things have kind of ground to a halt. But we're probably actually ready, realistically, to start doing work down here again. That is a RFID card reader. Once I have it set up, those doors will automatically open. I think there is actually supposed to be a gate there to open the doors. Maybe I haven't put them in. Can't click, so yeah. So offices for the important people. No one's moved in yet. I expect Kay will get an office up here, because Kay is probably going to help me with network rail. This building was built by Boggy and me, kind of inspired by Ghostbusters, believe it or not. They're kind of like firehouse building. I don't think we did a great job, but you know, we weren't copying an image or anything. We had an inspirational image and then we just kind of winged it. Boogie did these nice little arches, of course, because they look nice, and I did a lot of the structural work and the interior. But it's not bad. I like it as a building. We're using vibrant glass here for lighting, so keep down on the torches. As you can see, there are a lot of torches on our spawn. That just kind of keeps the mobs at bay, so it's safe here for new people. So yeah, that's Network Rail HQ. Hopefully we'll have more to show you at that later. Now, this is one of my favourite buildings. You can see the Church of the Electric Holy Tree Tap. Kind of a joke on the server that tree taps are the best tools on in game. Most useful anyway. I mean, you can't survive without electric tree tap. So yeah, this is our homage to the electric tree tap, which I think might have gone missing. Yeah, there is. Oh no, there you go. It's just Bibliocraft having funny angles. So there is a rubber hammer there, and yeah, there's some sticky resin there on our worship tables. I'm pretty sure something's supposed to be on here. Yeah, there it is. Electric tree tap. See, I don't know. Oh, why it's not showing up. We're gonna and a normal tree tap. There you go. We'll put them back, even though they're invisible. Don't know why that is, and that's a nice ebony table. I'd not actually noticed that. This was built by Boogie and myself, and I think Kay also helped with some of the grunt work, very kindly of him. And yeah, it's a really nice build. It has atmosphere as a church. The only thing I do want to do to this building is add a kind of spire in the middle cross here, because I just kind of feel it needs that spire, because it just feels a bit flat at the moment. But it's a very kind of Nordic tower church. I don't know, I'm probably off on that a lot. Anyway, moving on. Graveyard without any graves. I haven't figured out how to do graves on the server yet. We did toy with having a mod that included graves, but it came out because it wasn't behaving very well. So yeah, this is supposed to be our test difficult village, but as I mentioned earlier, they all abandoned the village and went into the pub, and the idea was that they'd be kind of like walking around spawn so it looked populated, but no, they just hang out in the pub. I think there was a blacksmith trapped here, but I think someone liberated him, that Boggy put in. Various bits and bobs, some steel armour, which looks like it's missing its shoes. Someone's been and nicked the shoes. So yeah, this is our blacksmith's house. It's a tiny bit, I don't know, it's complete, but we did have a coke oven and a blast furnace oven over here, but we found that was a bit of a mistake because there were a number of players that never left this area, and there ended up being a queue for people wanting to use it. And you know, the idea is people build their own stuff, so I had to take them out. This is just a generic house. Oh, sorry, I should probably mention that this was built by Boggy, single-handedly, no help from anyone else, as I remember. This is something I built. It's just kind of a generic house, nice fireplace. There definitely were testificates here, but as I said, I reckon they moved to the pub. Tiny little bedrooms. I was just trying to put in lots of doors because I hoped the testificates would breed and we'd get lots of testificates that way. But they do breed. They breed down in the pub. And yeah, so the aim with this building really was to see how many doors I could squeeze in. I did pretty well. I think I counted about 8 just now. 4 at the bottom, 5. So about 10 doors. So for a tiny little house, that's not bad. Good for breeding testificates. Over here is a water stroke windmill built by Black. I'm going to say single-handedly. I apologise if someone else helped. yeah, I mean, you know, none of this area is really that functional, but it looks nice. I do actually quite like this build. I say Black did this single-handedly. I know for a fact that I helped him with this balcony, so it was quite small. But other than that, single-handedly built. There's a hole there, and I have no idea how to get to the top part. I don't think he's done access to the top. I guess that's more for, yeah, no, that looks just more for show, but that's fine. So it's not supposed to be a functional area, this, much, other than for coming for certificates. So yeah, that's Black's wind stroke water mill. And then over here, I can't remember who built this tower. I think it was Tandar, but may have had some boggy influence. Not sure. So yeah, nothing of interest in the chests. I don't think there was anything in there. I think it's primarily there for decoration. I think we were going to put a bunch of arrows and bows in there. So, you know, the idea. Oh, that's messy. That's not supposed to be there. I'm going to take that right now. Yeah, so we got, oh yeah, there you go, chest with bows and arrows in it. You know, the idea is, you know, we can defend spawn from up here from marauding pirates or something. So yeah, that's Tandar's guard tower. Pretty sure it's Tandar's. I'm sorry if someone else built it. And then Tandar also built this dock, where I helped a tiny bit. Primarily with the roofing. Yeah, this is, as previously mentioned, we have Archimedes ships on the server, so the idea was people could come along in their ships and dock them, and I guess we should probably make some ships. As I said, later, you know, more is coming on spawn, and you know, maybe after I've done everybody else's houses and also looked at mine, I will come back and show you how things have improved, and maybe we'll keep the series kind of running so you can see the progress that people make, be it fast or slow. Last thing, it's not really a thing, a sign of intent. Someone's going to build a statue, so we're kind of clueless as to what kind of statue to do. Any suggestions? Pop them in the comments, maybe we'll build it. As same goes for buildings, because see, we've got a bit of vacant land, and if you have any suggestions on what buildings to do, I'd love to hear them, and maybe we'll build it. And that's it. I believe that's the spawn from top to bottom. If you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. If you've not subscribed to us already and want to see more Craftnoidy content, please subscribe. And for now, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.